And we'll go to Bangladesh, where workers of the country's most important export sector, the textile industry, are demanding a higher minimum wage. To Bangladesh, and workers in the country's most important export sector, the textile industry, are demanding a higher minimum wage. They've demonstrated in the streets, attacked factories, fought with police and burned vehicles to press home their demands. At least 3 workers have been killed in clashes with security forces. Authorities have announced a 56% increase in the minimum wage, but workers say that's not enough. DW's Nahid Anjuman reports.
Angry garment workers have been protesting on the streets of Dhaka, Bangladesh, for the last couple of weeks. They are fighting for higher wages and feel let down by politicians. We've come to the streets so that the government solves the crisis and helps us survive. Taslima took part in the protests because she's worried about the nutrition and education of her children, as she can't match the living costs with her income. The price of everything has risen. We can't manage. The house rent has been increased. We're suffering. That's why we're demanding a minimum monthly wage of 23,000 takas. That's $210. More than 4 million people, mostly women, work in Bangladesh's ready-made garment industry, the country's main export sector. The minimum monthly wage garment workers earn is the lowest in the world. Because of inflation and skyrocketing costs of everyday goods, workers are struggling to make ends meet. Their wages barely cover living expenses for half a month. Bangladesh's garment factories generate nearly 85% of the country's exports, amounting to $55 billion annually. But factory owners say they can't do more.
COVID-19, the war in Ukraine and now in Gaza, these 3 factors have pushed the whole world into a recession. We see sales are down, so orders here are low too. So we formed a wage board and fixed the minimum monthly wage at about $115. A salary increase of 56% is no joke.
In this conflict, the workers don't receive any support from the government. Taslima does not understand why the state is taking action against workers like herself. She believes her demands are justified. We're only demanding better wages. We're not committing any crimes. We're not thieving or robbing. So why do they torture us? Unrest in the garment industry means unrest in the country's overall economy. It's unclear how the conflict will end, especially for the workers.
And here's a remote show. Thanks for watching. Have a successful day.